Aussieville, and welcome to Episode 5 of the Seattle Mariners, and today we have the first-year player draft. Hopefully we can draft the stars of the future for the Mariners, and we also play the Houston Astros. Now, since last episode, I have to hold my hands up, or as the case may be, my paws up, because what has happened is we have been blessed by what I'm going to call the poor of God. If we have a look at the schedule to see how things have been going, it looks like it's been going really well, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. I want to be honest here because I don't want you'll be able to see what's happened if you're eagle-eyed enough, and I don't want people to be like, oh, I caught you out. Basically, what happened is that we had lost every game from like here to like the end of the Twin series. One of my cats, Ellie, was walking across my laptop, and if you have cats, you know that they do that all the time. I've never once had them actually sort of turn the laptop off. She walked across, turned the power off. I hadn't saved. And then when I went back, we just went on this crazy win streak. I don't understand why it's happened, but everybody, thank Eloise. The poor of God has absolutely saved us. In a way, it's a little bit disappointing because I feel like, it's not great. But I'll be honest, I was hovering over this cannot be fired button because I thought we were not going to do well. But yeah, the poor of God intervened and we actually ended up doing okay. So I'll take you through what's actually happened that we have here. But like I say, bear in mind that this is second time of asking, and I didn't change anything. To be honest, the first time through, I sort of watched the game sim out. I didn't have time to do that again. So you'll notice here that you'll see kind of things that happened the first time. I don't really understand why it saved it in the box score, but didn't actually save the game. And I thought I had autosave on, but I didn't, which surprised me, to be honest, because then I was annoyed I had to go through play all the games again. But anyway, what we actually have here, and again, I do apologize, it's not something that is great that to have happened, but it did happen, and I can't go back and get the other one, unfortunately. So it could have gone just as bad, but luckily for us, I guess it didn't. We won this game in the 9th innings, as you can see. Chris Flex, an absolute star, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run, only gave up the 5 hits, so that was really good to see the youngster stepping up for us there. Game 2 here, you can see we won again. Again, you can see kind of the highlights of what had happened. We had, again, full disclosure, we had actually lost the game, and then, like I say, poor of God. Game 3 here, Gonzalez was an absolute star in this one. If we scroll down, we can see 9 innings, went the whole game, only gave up 1 earned run, only gave up 3 hits and no walks. So an absolute stunning performance from Gonzalez. That's what he's capable of against one of the best teams in baseball. Why can't you do it every week, mate? That's all I have to say. Then we went and played the A's. Game 1 here, we actually got all our runs in the 6th innings. Basically turned up for the innings and then took the rest of the afternoon off, which was fine. Pitching performance-wise, this was Bumgarner. 7 innings, 3 earned runs. That's fine. I'll take that. That's a good, solid afternoon's work from our pitcher. Game 2 was just kind of run-of-the-mill. When we played the Twins, we won the first one, lost the next 2, got a bit of a hiding in Game 3. And then Game 4, we came absolutely roaring back. 4 runs in the 4th, 5 in the 6th, 2 in the 5th as well. 12-3 we won. But the real thing from here, look at this. Jose Iglesias went 5 for 5. What a performance with the bat that is. Pitching-wise, Yusei, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Take it, mate. That's solid. That's all I ask is just solid performances. And we got another solid performance there. We went and played the Rangers. This is where things started to go a little bit wrong. We were doing really well at this point. We played the Rangers. Game 1 here. It all went horribly wrong for Chris Flexen. 3.2 innings, 7 earned runs. As good as he was against the Red Sox, he was bad in this one. And obviously, we never really recovered from that. And then in Game 3, we threw it all away in the 9th innings. Look at that. 5 runs given up in the 9th. We were 8-4 up. It was job done. Threw it all away, and it was this stupid closer that we have. It was Birdie Markle, and then the closer kind of finished the job off. 0.1 of an innings, 3 earned runs. Not great. You get these games, but 5 runs. Come on, guys. I mean, there's throwing away a 9th innings lead, and then there's giving up 5 runs, which is really, really frustrating. We went and played the Oakland A's again. Now, the A's are the worst team in our division. It's a little bit small up here, but they're only playing at 361. And they've beaten us 2 of 3 games, which is really, really bad, I'll be honest. Now, Lecky got injured at some point here. So Game 3 here was actually a start for Sheffield. It did a really solid job. 6 innings, only 1 earned run. So that was really good to see the youngster getting in the starting rotation. And he was there. He's always our emergency starter. It's good to see that he could step in an emergency and do the job for us. Where were we here? 6 runs in the 8th really just sealed up the job there for us. It was Henniger who got a 3-run home run, and that was kind of where the most of the damage was done there. And again, Iglesias, 4 RBIs in this one. He's looking good, and I have a question to ask you about Iglesias in a second. Rest of the series all went a little bit wrong, though. We went and played the Rangers again. Rangers are above us, I think, aren't they? Yeah, they're second in the division. The Texas teams are absolutely dominating the division. So we lost the first 2. We won Game 3, which is good. And in Game 3 here, 5 runs in the 8th. So, we kind of got them back for that one that we threw away. That was against the Rangers, wasn't it? I think it was, yeah. So we got one back on them there, which was good to see. Sheffield again with the start, not quite so good this time, but the rest of the team bailed him out. We got the job done there. We played the LA Angels. We lost the first 2. We lost the first 2, won the next 2. So a good comeback there from the boys. Mad Bum in this one was a bit of a start. 8.1 innings, only 1 earned run, 7 hits. So could have maybe got away with a little bit there, but can't complain, can you? 8.1 innings, 1 earned run. That's excellent stuff. And then in Game 3 here, it was Chris Flexen back to his very, very best. 8 innings, 0 earned runs, only the 4 hits, no walks as well. So there's signs there. There is definitely signs that the pitching staff is getting its act together. Game 1 of the Houston game here, it was really frustrating. They got all their runs, more or less all their runs in the 4th innings. And if we look at the pitching, 0 earned runs on Sheffield. It was all errors. So really, really disappointing to have that happen to us. But, as I said, these things do happen. So that's where we stand. If we go and have a quick look at the standings, we'll see that we're just off 500 since last episode and what we kind of have after the Pour of God. 12 wins of 23. So again, we're just above 500. So just about doing enough right now. We're not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to make the wild card. I'll be shocked if we did, to be honest. But we've just got to keep our job for next season when we can look to do a little bit of damage. Home screen here, we can see batting is still really good. 6th in runs scored, 5th in batting average. I don't know what the other main stats are there. Home runs are falling off. We had a good start on that, but we've fallen away. Starters ERA, it's coming down. It's just over 5 now. Bullpen is 3rd, 3.65. So the bullpen's much better. The starters are getting better. I mean, Chris Flexen's halved his ERA since last episode. So everything is going in the right directions. Lecky's back fit again now. So I think it's going in the right direction. We just need to hope that sort of form keeps up. Kyle Sager, he's had 2 injury setbacks. He should have been back by now. He's not. He's still 4 days away. So we're not going to see him today. Hopefully by next episode. But I just keep getting notifications that he's off for another week or 2. So that's becoming frustrating, but it is what it is. Now the question regarding Jose Iglesias is he's a free agent at the end of this season. He wants about $6 million a year to stay. I'm wondering, do we actually look to keep him? He's really, really good defensively. He's batting 275 this season, on base percentage of just over 300, so he doesn't do much if he's not hitting, but he is hitting. I'm thinking maybe we look to keep him for $6 million. Because if we look at front office and if we look at, is it finances? Where's money for extensions? We have, 33, almost 34 million for extensions. So I think it might be worth doing, because I don't know we're going to extend too many other players. If we look at upcoming free agents, I don't think we're going to keep Mad Bum, to be honest. I don't think he's done quite enough to justify, was it 12 million a year he wants again? I think we could maybe do a little bit better. Iglesias wants just under 7 million. Hunter Strickland's another one. He's just come back from injury. We might look to keep him. We'll kind of see how he's going. We've got him down in AAA right now, just sort of rehabbing, getting back into the swing of things. So we'll probably call him up at some point and see if we want to keep him. Swarzak, he only wants 1.2. I don't even think we want to keep him for that, to be honest. We've got other options. We'll see how he does between now and the end of the season. But he's 33. I don't think he's one that he's not going to be. I'd rather have a youngster in there that's building up towards winning a World Series with us than an old guy that's going to kind of fade away. So yeah, that's kind of the two. I guess Mad Bum and Iglesias are the 2 question marks. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. How do we look to do? But let's have a look now at the first year player draft. Who can we draft in? So let's have a look here. Now, there is an Australian, so at some point we will try and draft in our Aussie, because we do need to have at least one. All teams need at least one Aussie. But if we actually look at what we want here, potential, and we can see there's a couple of guys that aren't too far away instantly. I would like to get Andrew Vaughn in. He can play first base better than he can play anything else. He's a good hitter. I think ideally he would be my first choice, but we'll wait and see here. We'll auto draft till our next pick and see who's left. As you would imagine, a lot of the main guys there have gone. No, that's asterisk means high school, doesn't it? So less likely to join. Do we want a shortstop? Do we want a reliever? I usually just let the scouting director choose for us, to be honest. Will Holland... Second, he's not the best defensively. I don't really know what I'm talking about. So let's get his recommendation. He goes Christian Johnson. It's a right fielder, a decent enough outfielder, decent enough hitter. I tell you what, it's extremely hard for us to get in, so we may be wasting our first pick here. But go on, let's do it. Welcome to the Marlins, Christian Johnson. Let's auto draft to our next pick. Let's see who we're suggested. Ivan Pudge Gonzalez, a catcher, looks relatively good, can hit. Happy with that. Another guy that's extremely hard, but let's, so to speak, let's do that anyway. Draft recommendation, Anthony Nunez. Now, he was up here before, wasn't he? A shortstop. He's from high school. Potentially a really good contact hitter. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we can do here. Welcome to the Marlins, mate. Next pick. Now, I've got to check, is my Australian guy still here? There's still some good guys, so let's not waste draft picks here going for silly Australians. We have Yunel Ramos. There was not much starting pitching this draft, is there? Let's hope our head scout knows what he's talking about and not the OSA don't. I guess we go with it. We don't really need relief pitching, do we? Although he's extremely difficult to sign. What about Little? Little's extremely difficult to sign as well. Let's just go with the scouting director. I mean, that's why we employ him, right? So we'll look to get a better one if these guys don't turn out. Recommendation, Ryan Reynolds. I would have thought, I didn't know he could play baseball, I'll be honest, but let's sign him. Ryan Reynolds it is. Welcome to the Marlins. I think we've got to take Jack Little at this point, don't we? I mean, I'm not even going to ask him. If he doesn't say Jack Little, then I'm going to sack him, I think. You've got to take him. He looks decent, so we've got to do that. I'm pulling rank. All right, scouting recommendation. Are we getting down into this? Is my Australian still there? He is still there. All right. We haven't missed him yet. Landy Pena. I mean, if he hits like that, it'll be decent. OSA, I don't know. I've never really understood how there can be such a difference between the OSA and a scout. Like, surely, I mean, people see different things in players, I guess, don't they? We'll do a couple more rounds here, see how we go. Johnny Baker, starting pitcher. There we go. There is a starting pitcher out there. He could be decent enough. What does OSA say? Movement's going to be his problem, if anything, isn't it? We'll draft him, though. I don't know if good coaching can improve the movement. I don't even know if we have young pitchers, like coaches in the younger divisions that will help them with their... I should really look into that, shouldn't I? Gonzalez, a Puerto Rican, a right fielder. Can play left. Well, he's a bit of a utility guy out there. OSA just doesn't like anybody for gap power or home runs, do they? So we'll draft him in. And I'm thinking we might just do one or two more rounds, and then we'll sort of we'll get on with the game here. I'm conscious the episode might go a little bit long. There's some starting pitching for us that could be decent. So let's get Jared Horn in as well. And all right, one more. Pierce Jones, a center fielder, a decent enough defensive player. He could actually be quite good for us if the OSA doesn't know what they're talking about, surely. So let's get Pierce Jones in. Guys, we'll leave the draft there. There's not going to be too much else I don't think we're going to see for probably in the team. But I'll continue it off camera. But let's have a look at the team we're sending out to face division-topping Houston Astros. Okay, and here we go now. Apologies, this episode does run long. The first year draft always takes a little bit of extra time. I'll try and remember to put it at the start what time the game starts. So hopefully you haven't had to sort of sit through that if you didn't want to. But anyway... we're in it really, really tough here against the Astros. We're having to rest a few players as well who are tired. So Malik Smith, leads us off from center field. Henninger, he bats second in right field. Ryan Healy bats third at first base. Dan Vogelbach, I hope that was better. But there we go. He bats 4. He's a DH. It is Tim Beckham. He's got a little bit of an injury, but it's nothing too serious. It's strained oblique. I don't know what that is. It's a muscle that sounds like I don't have it. He bats 5 at third base. Ideally, Seager will be back and we could rest him. It's Santana that bats 6 at left field. It's Shed Long who plays second in this one. He bats 7. Tom Murphy's the catcher at 8. It's JP Crawford, the shortstop. He bats number 9. And it's Yusei that takes the mound for us. And we're only up against Garrett Cole. Now, in a perfect world, he's a free agent. We'll be seeing him in a Mariners shirt next season. But he's going to cost a lot of money. But we do have that money from Hernandez to spend now. So, we're going to be in tough here, though. His ERA is just under 4. Whip of just over 1, though. So, it's going to be tough. Let's see what we can do. So, welcome to Mariners Stadium. I've got to look up what the name is called of the stadium. Like I say, T-Mobile Field. I thought it was after an insurance company. Maybe they've changed name. But anyway... We are 0-4 against the Astros this year. They are a much better team than we are, to be honest. So that's probably why. But you never know. You never know what we could do here. When we start things off with a strikeout. Well done, Yusei. Excellent stuff. If he can have one of his good days, then you never know. We just might have a chance here. But yeah, that's a comprehensive drive out to left field, and that's going to be a 1-out double. Unfortunately for us. All right, let's see if we can bounce back from that, though. It is Jose Altuve at the plate. He is batting .324 this season. That's going to drop a little bit, though. That should be easy enough for Malik Smith out there in center field. I think he's at center field, and that's 2 away. Come on, let's end this here now. It's Kyle Tucker batting .238 so far this season. Go on, Yusei. That should be easy enough. It's Shed Long and over there to first base, and that does indeed end the innings for us. And we get out of that without giving up a run, which is unlike us. It's Smith versus Cole as nighttime settles over the west coast of the United States. Come on, Smithy. He strikes out. Not the best start to the game for us. Mitch Henninger. He's 0-2. This could be a very long afternoon at the plate for the Mariners. All right, come on, Ryan Healy. He strikes out as well. Well, there we go. Garrett Cole, please sign for the Mariners next season, mate. Come on, Yusei. He's in tough today, isn't he, old Yus? He's going to have a very, very difficult job on his hands here to come out of this. If there's anything other than a loss, I would suggest. But if he, all he can do is just keep getting the batters out. And we'd like to think that eventually we might get something ourselves. JP Crawford working hard this innings. That's the second out. Can we get another nice, quick innings out of the way here? Their batting lineup is just insane. Look at their contact and power ratings. That should be an easy catch out there in center field for Smith, though. And we do get through 2 innings relatively stress-free, especially for us. All right, it's Vogelbach. I hope, yeah, apparently I've been pronouncing that wrong, so hopefully I'm doing a little bit better. And it's not a strikeout, so that's progress. That is definitely progress. Tim Beckham strikes out, strides in. Oblique strain and all. I'll tell you what, he's hit that quite well. And oblique, that's like side ab, isn't it? Oblique, I think. If I remember correctly from when I had muscles. All right, come on, Santana. It's 2 out. Close your eyes. Have a swing. He's done just that. And Santana gives the Mariners the lead. Go on, son. That is a wonderful, wonderful hit. 10 home runs now for him this season. 417 feet. Have some of that, Garrett Cole. Come and join us next season, and you won't have to face our batters. It's Shed Long, the backup second baseman, and he strikes that from a full count, but that's kind of to be expected. We don't have the strongest batting lineup. To be honest, but what we did have is some tied players. I don't want injuries, and is it another game here? That's a good hit to lead off, at least a double. Get it in, son. Get it in. It is still just a double. Yeah, again, I've kind of stuffed up the rotation where we have everybody tied at once. I've really got to do a little bit better job of that, to be honest. But that's me still kind of learning and sucking at times. Now, this is not good. Yusei, come on, mate. We've just given you the lead. None out, 2 on. Oh, that should be 1 away. That should be easily enough caught out there by Santana. He wants to protect that lead that he gave us with his home run. That is 1 away, and it gives us a way out. A double play now could end it. It's Bregman, is it? To the plate, batting almost 350 this year. Oh, and that's going to drive in at least one, possibly two. Is it bases clearing? It is not. It's just tied it up, but we don't have the force. We still only have one out. And we're into the top of their order. Come on, Yusei. That's huge. That's two away. Can he sit Kyle Tucker down and get us out of this mess? He can't. He walks him. He's loaded the bases. Two out. Oh, this could be the game. We're up against a quality pitcher. We can't let them... Oh, no! Yusei! Oh, you absolute muppet. It's a grand slam and it's 5-1. We just got the lead for you, mate. Go away. $8 million a year to give up 5 runs every time he freaking takes the mound. I don't know what to do with him. Yeah, I mean, we just need better pitching, don't we? Come on, Yusei. That should do it. That should end it. But 5 runs, including a grand slam. All right, Murphy to the plate. Is he going to get a leadoff walk for us? Nope. He pops up, and that is one away. JP Crawford up next. Now, he's actually not batting too badly. 290 this year. His attributes are absolutely shocking, though, so I don't know how he's doing it, but I'm assuming a strikeout here at 2-2. There we go. Nothing like a positive GM, is there? Malik Smith strides in now. He gets a decent piece of it. It's not. Is it going? Oh, it is going to find the grass. And is it going to be a double? No, he's quick, but he's not that quick. 2-out single. If Haniger can clear the fence, you just never know. Smith goes for the steal and gets there easily in the end. Well done. Runner in scoring position, and Haniger can now just keep us interested. He's hit that quite well. Is that going to leave? Oh, it's not going to... No, it's going to be caught out there on the fence. Oh, on the run. Catch is made in left field, and it's 5-1. And Yusei strides back out. Let's see how many runs he can give up this innings. He's so frustrating because he looks... It's one of these guys where he looks good until suddenly he just looks like the batters know exactly what's coming. It's not like, it's not like he gives up hits all the time and some innings he gets out of it and some innings he doesn't. I mean, he gives up... How many times have we seen it where he gives up sort of as many hits? I mean, walking runners probably doesn't help. He's got 2 on again here. Come on, mate. That could be a double play to get us out of it. Crawford over the long, over to... Who's at first? Healy, isn't it? And that does get us out of the innings. Are we going to have another one of these games where it's just 1 innings and all the runs come in that? We just can't quite save ourselves. Healy gets himself a leadoff single. Can we get something going here in the bottom of the 4th? Dan Vogelbach. No, he strikes out from a full count. Brings up Beckham, and after Beckham it does kind of... Santana can bat, and after that it fades away a little bit. I'll tell you what, Long's batting 700 this year. I'm probably being extremely harsh, but that's going to be a double play. Oh, we don't half shoot ourselves in the foot, do we? And it remained 5-1. Yusei comes back out. That's been well hit, but lucky for us, it's straight to... I don't think Santana had to move there. Straight down his throat. Kyle Tucker now steps in. What can Yusei do with him? Not much. Again, it's driven all the way out to the fence in right center, and it's another double. 1 out, runner at second. Yeah. We've made a change. Anthony Swarzak has come on, and it's probably not before time, to be honest. It's not been a great start from Yusei. It's one of these where I don't really know. That's a good start. A nice strikeout there from our right hand. Has to face a lefty now, though. Let's see what he can do with him. Throws it away. Gets the runner to third. And now there really is some pressure on to get the man at the plate, isn't there? He's got 1 and 2 as a count. Strikes him out. All right. Looking as if he keeps doing that, he might find himself with a new contract for next season. We'll just have to wait and see. We do have a few bullpen options, which is kind of why I sort of umming and ahhing at whether we keep him. Look at Long. 10 at bats, 7 hits with a home run. He needs to be higher up the order, doesn't he? He struck out there, though, but, you know, you can't hit it every time. Tommy Murphy now steps in with 2 out. Close your eyes, mate. Have a swing. Make it 5-2 for us. Nope. Can he beat the throw? Doesn't look like he can. No, it's simple in the end. Yeah, I mean, we've only given up 7 hits. It's the same. It's, as I said, it's the same old story with the pitching where we're just not good enough, unfortunately. Another strikeout for Swarzak. If he can, as I said, if he keeps this up, maybe we will keep him. That's grounded the third. Beckham over there to Healy, and that ends. Does it? No, it's 2 away. So I'm ahead of myself here. Yeah. I mean, we're looking at an. I was going to say looking at an ERA of under 3, but never mind. Oh, is it? No, it did just get out. And again, story of our season. We just make silly mistakes and keep giving up runs. I guess the difference with that one is that he hadn't walked 4 guys to load the bases, so you know it doesn't hurt too badly. But is he going to fall to pieces now, having given up a home run? Is that going to drop? No, I think it's there. Smith makes a decent catch in center field. And, you know, they're going at, again, the team ERA of 9 as things stand. You know, we can't keep giving up this many runs. Especially, I mean, when you're facing someone like Garrett Cole, I mean, that essentially goes without saying. But just in any game, there's very few games that you're going to play where you're going to be able to score 9 runs. Is that through or is it a double play? Is it going to be an infield hit? It's an infield hit. All right. Can we peg back a couple of runs here? And you just never know. Mitch Haniger. Somebody get me those rally fries. Haniger strikes out. I don't cancel the fries. Cancel the fries. It's Ryan Healy with 1 away. Healy, he's hitting to another double play. Why do we do this to ourselves? I wonder if there must be a way to find, if you guys know how to find out most double plays hit into by a team. We've got to be up there. It seems like that surely could have been caught there, Shed. Come on, mate. It just seems like we hit into double plays 2 and 3 times a game. Brandon Brennan comes on. He's done okay. He's another one that's been inconsistent, though. ERA of 3.67. Yeah, either brilliant or not so great. That's a good save. Can we get a play at first? No, we've loaded the bases with none out. And any lingering hopes that we have of a comeback here will be cancelled out here. Zach Birdie comes on now. Another youngster, but really, really high potential Birdie. I think he's 5-star potential. Can we get the play out at the plate? No, we can't. So that drives in a run. 1 out. Still the bases. No, the bases aren't loaded now, are they? We lose the force. The force is no longer with us. And decent play, but again, it's another run. I mean, Birdie's doing fine here, to be honest. He's, you know, got 2 ground balls to the infield. It's essentially taken the game out of our reach. He walks 1 there. And let's see if he can finish it off here. Come on, Birdie. That should do it. Oof, I think I would have gone to first myself there, but Beckham does get the job done. We stretch 8-1 down. Yes, the Astros are good, but I can't help but feel like we've shot ourselves in the foot a little bit here. Fogelbach comes in and goes out. It's 10 strikeouts this game. I mean, other than the fact we can't pitch and we can't hit, we look a decent team, don't we? So, Santana, the one bright spot this game. And he strikes out as well. I mean, when you're being out hit 11-4, you can't really complain you're losing a game of baseball, can you? Birdie to continue. Excellent. Good stuff there. Good stuff. I mean, he's done fine. He hasn't given up an earned run yet, I don't think, today. Because the runs that scored won't be his, will they? So, he's walked 1 there. And we've brought in Parker Markell, who at ERA of 2.19 has been quite good for us this season so far. That's going to get through, though, isn't it? And that's going to get runners at first and second with 1 out. What we don't want to do is let this get too embarrassing. Kyle Tucker now comes into the plate. That's been well hit, and that is possibly going to drive in a run. What's your arm like in right field? Not good enough, Haniger. And that's another run across the plate. 8 innings down, 9 runs across the plate. And like I keep saying, too many runs, isn't it? We give up too many runs. That's a strikeout. I mean, even today, the bullpen hasn't been great. I mean, the bullpen's giving up over a run an inning as well. But, I mean, the game was essentially killed off in that fifth innings, in that third innings with the fight. And we just taken the lead too. That's the worst thing, isn't it? All right, Shed Long. Can he keep his average well into the 700s? Yes, he can. Shed Long. Maybe we need to be playing you more. The problem is where he can only really play second base, I think. Let's have a look at him here. Yeah, I mean, he maybe in left field, but... Yeah, because D. Gordon's done really well, and I wouldn't drop D. Gordon. But, another double play. Guys, I give up. Honestly, I quit. I just quit. Oh, that's three. I think is that 3 or 4 double plays this game. Sorry, you can't keep doing that. Malik Smith comes in to face the new pitcher. 0-2. Guess what's happening here? Oh, he's hit it. It's popped up though. It's not going to get anywhere, but at least it's not a strikeout. And that ends the bottom of the 8th. And to be honest, we just need to be taken out the back and old yellowed, don't we? That's been well hit, but again, we're lucky enough that Santana just has to shuffle a couple of steps to his left, right, because that's right field, see? And makes the play. Oh, my voice is leaving me. The game is leaving us. That's 2 away. Decent. He's done another decent outing from Marco. He's looked quite good. He's been one of the bright sparks this year. If he can get out of this innings, he just might find himself with his ERA dipping into the below 2 into the 1s. So another good outing from him. I think Birdie was fine. It's just, I mean, it's just Yusei, and it was a combination of Swarzak and Brennan, wasn't it, that just let the game slide away from us. All right, Healy, 1 out. See what you can do. He can strike out. How many strikeouts is that for the team? It's been absolutely woeful. Vogelbach back. Oh, he's hit that well. Is it going to get down? No, it's a stunning catch, and that just about sums up the game. We've lost. We've been smashed 9-1. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed the draft, because that was pretty much the high point of the episode, wasn't it? We slipped 6 games back of 500 now. I mean, Houston's good, but as I keep saying, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Pitching's not good enough. We can't give up as many runs as we do. We're starting ERA. It's just too many. You know, if you combine those, I mean, it's not exact science, but that's 8, almost 9 runs between starters and ERA. Starters and bullpen ERA. It's just too many. Anyway, guys, as I said, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that for some reason, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and we will be back. There is the amateur free agent, is it? What's up here? Next up is amateur free agent, as well as the I should show you the All-Star voting. So we'll be back for this game again. Game 1 of this series against St. Louis. It is game 1. We'll just be coming off a hiding from Houston, so we'll be on a low for that one. But at least we'll have a rest day before. We'll probably get to see sort of the first choice team. One thing I should show you is the All-Star voting. Now, believe it or not, we do actually have people up there in the voting. Omar Navarez, 3rd in voting for the catchers. Who else did I see was in here? I think we have, Mitch Henniger is, where'd he go? Mitch Henniger in center field is 3rd in the voting as well. And designated hitters, Vogelbach is 2nd. So we just might find ourselves with an all-star. I think you have to have at least one, don't you? It won't surprise you to know none of our pitchers are in the reckoning, though. So there we go. That is what it is. Guys, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies if the episode's a little bit long. I'll see you Wednesday. Take care.